Hey guys, so I wanted to do a quick review and demo on a product that I bought a few days ago. I've tried it out twice now, and I'm actually wearing it right now. I wanted to show you guys how it would look after several hours of me wearing it, see how it kind of holds up before I took it off and actually demoed to show you what it was like. The actual product is the Olay Fresh Effects BB Cream. This is the first actual BB cream I've ever tried. I've tried tinted moisturizers, which actually says that it is a tinted moisturizer. It has SPF 15 and let's see, whatever. It says skin perfecting. It's in fair to light. You can even read that. On the back it says helps prevent sunburn if used as directed with other sunscreen protection measures, decreases the risk of skin cancer and early signs of aging, apply liberally 15 minutes before sun exposure, reapply at least every 2 hours, which I think is kind of, I don't want to have to bring this around with me and reapply this. I think that's mostly when you're directly in sunlight for hours and hours and hours. So that's what it says on the back. Really cute packaging. You seem to get a lot of product. You get 2.5 fluid ounces, which is a pretty good amount considering that most like foundations are about 1 to less than 1.8 or 0.8 or whatever it is. So it looks like this is the squeezy tube. This is what it looks like, the shade, if you can even see it. I'll show you more in depth here soon. But I wanted to go ahead and give you a rundown. I put this on my face at about 10 o'clock. I had it on my face. I started, and now it's about 7:30. Keep in mind that I was working, that it was fairly warm. We were actually cleaning a whole lot of things at my job today. We had some kind of goofy things happen in our store, and we have to close down for a couple of days, so we were doing some deep cleaning. So anything that's kind of gone rubbed off, it doesn't seem like it's really that bad, but you can, if I get really close, you can see the redness coming through, dark spots coming through. It doesn't seem to really last very long, and I understand. I mean, I wasn't really expecting it to last all day, but I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't break down as easily. I have dry skin. If you've seen any of my other videos, I have dry skin, so I expected, you know, I won't need to use a powder. The first time I ever used this, I didn't use a powder, and I was so shiny. I'm still pretty shiny. Like, you can't even really tell, but I looked in the mirror in the bathroom, and I am, like, really shiny, and you feel like it doesn't even quite set. Like, it's been 8 hours, and it hasn't quite set on my face, and I used a powder today. What powder did I use? Today, I used the Revlon Color Stay Aqua. I really like this, mineral finishing powder. It's really nice. I think I would repurchase this too, but it's in translucent light, and I thought, you know, maybe it was a powder I had used, you know, that made it do what I'm about to tell you it did today. So when I was looking in the mirror before I left and went into work, I noticed that my face, I mean, you can't quite tell on camera, my face was several shades darker than my neck was, and I thought, you know, it's a sheer moisturizer type, you know, tinted moisturizer. I'm not really going to need to apply a whole bunch on my neck or try to make sure everything's perfect. It oxidized like really badly. I'm not sure why. It's really light, and you can see that it's really light. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this remover pad, and I'm just going to wipe off the actual moisturizer off of my face, so you can see how it applies and how it looks on my face. Try not to get my eyeshadow. And I did use a concealer with this because it really doesn't cover everything. But you can see this is like basically my bare face. I really don't have a whole lot to cover. I do have some redness, some splotchiness, you can see it. So I don't have a ton to cover. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start applying this. First thing, it smells. If you've ever had Olay, you kind of know that their face products have kind of a perfumey scent to it. But it almost has a fruity, perfumey scent. So I'm going to put a little bit on my fingers, about that much on my fingers. And you can see it's pretty light. It's really creamy. I'm just going to apply it with my hands, my fingertips. You can see it kind of takes a second to really blend into my skin. But once I really rub pretty good, I mean, I'm not rubbing really hard, but just getting it into my skin. And it feels really kind of sticky. It's really like a sticky kind of feel. It's like greasy almost. I'll put a little bit more for my forehead. And I like this for the fact that since I do have drier skin, which it's not so bad now because of the humidity in my area and this, you know, it's warmer. Because I have dry skin, it really doesn't kind of show up on the dry skin. It doesn't cling to my dry skin because it has that moisturizer property in it. But you can see that it's not really covering up any kind of dark circle that I got going on. So that's like a pretty good layer. I'm going to go ahead and go in with a little bit more and get kind of the spots that I feel like I could have a little more of it on there. I don't know, coverage wise it's really pretty light. I mean, it kind of builds up and I really don't need a whole lot, like I said, but you know, especially if it's gonna oxidize and break down on my face, I might as well not even wear it. I mean, I'm not gonna say don't buy this. I'm gonna use it. I'm especially going to use it kind of more in my T-zone, kind of like right here. Sorry if I keep looking up. There's a mirror behind me. Just trying to get that. Alright, so that's what it looks like on my face. I mean, you can still see some redness around my nose, and a few kind of freckly spots. You can see the discoloration still kind of peeking through. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a powder, because if I have dry skin and it never sets on me and it seems kind of greasy on me and you have oily skin, you might want to avoid using this because you're going to be powdering all day. So I'm just going to apply some powder. This is just the Maybelline Insta Age Rewind and it's in the Creamy Natural. So I'm just going to apply some powder and try and set it a little bit. If you can see, I mean, it doesn't really cake up. The powder kind of gives a little bit more coverage, but not very much. So I'm going to use the Instant Age Rewind Maybelline just to kind of clean up under my eyes just a little bit. And like right where the redness would be. And take a little beauty blender, Soho Beauty Blender sponge thing. And kind of blend that in just a little bit. And see, it's pretty good. I was hoping it'd be a little bit more lightweight. I mean, it feels pretty lightweight, but the fact that it's sticky and after 8 hours I still felt the stickiness on my face, I'm not sure if I'm such a big fan of that or not. I am going to go ahead and finish my makeup real quick with this bronzer shade that I use. It's just an Age Rewind in Honey. I'm just gonna lightly bronze my face, just lightly on the corners here, or on the contours here. A little bit on my forehead. And since it does oxidize, I'm gonna put a little bit on my neck. But yeah, so this is what it looks like so far. Then I'm going to take a blush, which this is a beautiful blush. It's Pink Passion by e.l.f. I'm just going to put some blush on. So all in all, I think I would give this maybe a B-. I like it because it's lightweight. I like it because it's not full coverage. It's not a heavy concealer or foundation. It's not caking up my face. But I don't like the fact that it never seems to set. The smell isn't too bad. It's not too overpowering. If anybody has tried this BB cream, please let me know what you think of it. Maybe what powder you used to set it, if it worked for you, or any other BB creams that you think would work better on my skin. I also want to mention that I got that for $9. I think it's a little bit more expensive, but I also got this. It was like a trial type size thing. It's the Shine Shine Go Away. Haven't used it yet. It's just a cleanser. But they came together in a little pack. So thumbs up if you like this review and demo, and let me know what you guys think of these reviews, and I'll talk to you later.